Are your technicians team players in your MSP? Well, they pretty much have to be in some way, but it doesn't come natural to a lot of technicians. And you as an MSP owner, if you don't get them playing as a team, you're not going to have a business that scales very well, are you? So let's analyze the situation a little bit deeper, shall we? Now, I started when I was like 11 years old in the IT business. Well, not the business, but I started reinstalling Windows and editing DOS memory files to get my Star Wars X-Wing games working. And by the time I was 15, I was building like a whole 400 machine NT domain for my high school because nobody else there knew how to do it. And by the time I was 16, I started my own business based on me showing up and fixing computers for people for cash. And it was pretty much a really good way to validate my own intelligence outside of the system, which I hated. I hated going to school. I hated sitting in math class. I hated history. I hated pretty much every subject that they taught me because the approach was all based on this sort of approach of we have the knowledge and you need to learn this knowledge, how we're going to tell it to you and pass our exams based on it. And my whole experience was completely different when I got in the IT space. Basically, my whole experience was there's computers, you can mess around with them, break them, fix them, put them together in different ways. These old teacher people, this was like the late 90s. So these old teacher people know nothing about these machines. They know a program language from like 10 years ago, whereas I can do Windows and this is something brand new that they have no idea, no clue about. So this all really led me to have a lone wolf mentality where I was the smartest guy. I could fix anything. I could, come and provide results to people for cash. It was something that society needed, and I didn't need to answer to anybody. They just called me and paid me money to do what I did best, which was figure out problems. And this is the sort of person you will, if you're lucky, end up hiring in your MSP. But what comes with that a lot of the time is a lone wolf mentality. One mistake that I see MSPs make a lot is putting lone wolf super technicians who are super technical and good at providing great results to clients and assume that they have management abilities and the people skills to actually manage a team of people who are not the same person as them. Because these people are used to being their own boss. They're used to being their own sort of, center of the universe who has all the answers. And, when they are put in touch with people with different perspectives about life, different perspectives about doing the same sort of work and different experience, well, guess what? They fail to understand the other person because they're so self-referential. So you need to make a system that brings these people out of their shell a bit and shows them that having a team of people who might not necessarily have the exact same skill set as you is a very beneficial thing. And being a part of a team and a company that's got your back and you can have other members' backs and all that sort of stuff, and you work in a team and understand that not everybody is the same and not everybody's contributing the same thing, that's very important. So you need to actually identify who these lone wolf characters are and talk to them about leadership, because those lone wolves, they don't trust the system, they don't trust society, other people, all that stuff. They got so good at just being their own universe and like, dude, I can do anything you throw at me. And so, but it's possible to mentor them to be the leaders that you need for your organization. They just need to understand that different people have different strengths and different weaknesses. And the worst thing you can do in an MSP is hire a bunch of people that have a bunch of overlapping weaknesses. And I see MSPs do this a lot with their techs. So for every 5 techs that you have doing the brilliant technical work, you need somebody to add order to the chaos, like have a dispatcher, have somebody who's looking at the tickets, making sure balls are not dropped, looking at the documentation, making sure it's all complete and all that stuff. That's an example of a dispatcher. Could be a tech, but it doesn't have to be. It can be someone who's really good at organization, communication, and coordination of getting stuff done. That's an example of what a good dispatch will do. Anyways, if you want to build a business that's scalable, you need to make a system that makes these lone wolf individual tech type people feel at home. And since they grew up being smarter than the system that they were raised in, they mistrust systems, that they mistrust being told this is just the way things are, do this. So you need to make a system that they can buy into with their minds and hearts and feel like they're a part of, and feel like there's a reason why decisions are made the way that they're made, and there's a reason why the people who are in various seats on the bus are in those seats on the bus. Getting people in the right seats on the bus and having the other people understand why those people are in the right seats on the bus, it takes a gentle sort of understanding of people and their needs and listening to their feedback and stuff like that. But if you master the skill of getting text work in a system that's you staff correctly, so the texts are complemented by other admin staff and sales staff that fit harmoniously in filling in their weaknesses, then I think you can be very successful in having a great company with great people and keeping them loyal, engaged, challenged in a good way, and keep them with you for a long time. Thanks a lot. My name is Eric from MSP Mountain and Support Adventure. I hope you enjoyed this video.